Hey everybody, we're back right away. Next day we're talking about this.
Yeah, we're excited about this one. So welcome to Passive Income Summit. We're talking about the affiliate, AAC.
Yes, but one thing, make sure to get an account immediately. Positioning is very key.
Important. Yeah,
and it also leads to the daily tasks that need to be done to maintain the position and make you gravitate up.
Oh, and we just wanted to say, so many of you have already been signing up on that affiliate link and getting in there. Like we said, that's key. It doesn't cost you anything to sign up. It's imperative to get in early. If you have any idea, if you have any interest whatsoever, go and sign up and just get in the queue. You don't have to fund anything now. You can't fund anything till, I guess the earliest is Sunday. So get in the queue if you have any interest at all. If you decide you don't want to do it, you don't do it. But at least get in the queue.
That's true. By the way, it doesn't require you signing up anybody at all to make money in this. It's all about the cycles.
The cycles.
And a cycle means your account doubled in value.
And the way that works is everybody goes in and does a daily task, and we'll show you how that works. And as they do the task, you have to click on 4 ads, and they sit there for about 15 seconds. So it takes you about 2 minutes to do this task every day, and that keeps you in your location and active. If you don't do the task, you miss out on a cycle. You're not going to make any money. So it forces everybody to participate in order to make the cycles, and the more people participate and make the cycles, the quicker it moves.
And it's all built into the website. After you have an account, there's a lot of content there to explain the funding, to explain the tasks are also going to be explained.
Yeah, and we'll put you in the Telegram group, which will let you see more of what's going on.
And asking questions and you know.
So if you have questions, you'll be able to ask and get some ideas.
By the way, when you get in the Telegram chat, scroll backwards and look at the before you ask a question. Just find out if it's been asked before.
Yeah, because
and there's
it usually
has. There's a search mechanism in there so that you can type in a word that So it's very valuable to be able to get in a community chat like that.
Yeah, because it's not just one person's brain power; it's everybody's brain power.
And everybody's asking the same questions. What's the strategy for pulling money out? How do I do it?
Okay, so let's do it this way. You can get in for as little as $10, but if you went to Vegas and you threw away $500, well, instead of going to Vegas, put the $500 in this. Because you're got a much better shot with this one.
By the way,
a family of 4 goes to dinner. How much does that cost you? That's $200 now. It's $50 a person almost.
Nobody likes to throw money away though.
No.
And there's so many of these kinds of projects. This is a category of projects. The fact that we're getting in early, the guy has a track record of doing it. We know who the owner is. And if you look at how the flow of membership is going to be, it's really very compelling to get in, and it's happening. Like, be ready on Sunday to put the money in, and it starts on Tuesday, and then you have to be ready on Tuesday to monitor the cycles that will go.
And we got to be honest with you, we thought this was pretty scammy when we first looked at it, but then we went back and looked at it a little bit later, and we've gone through it, and it really does make a difference. It's much better than we thought, and it's about getting in early and getting your money in and doing your tasks that makes the money. Now let me just kind of go over how this whole thing works. Okay, so let's say you put $100 in. So that $100 goes in that first cycle, it doubles. So you've made 200%, or you've made 100% on the money. So you now have $200. And now there's an auto cycle function, so it'll automatically cycle for you. All you have to do is the tasks. So the next cycle, you now have $200 in, and now you earn $400. You earn 200, so you now have 400. So then the 400 goes in, you earn 200 on that, 200%. So now your 400 doubles, and now you have 800.
So in the spreadsheet, you see how the doubling effect happens, and you arrive at cycle number 5, and that's when I think we're recommending that you pull your seed out. And you can see that number right there.
Yes, you at cycle number 5, without putting another dime in, or with any affiliations or anything else, you're at $3,200. You take your $200 out. Now, you put in 100, You've taken an extra 100 out. You've now doubled your money. So you can't possibly lose. And now, the next cycle, you're rolling over $3,000. You make another $3,000. You now have $6,000. So what do? You take out $3,000. And you let the $3,000 go back in again. And you make another $3,000.
I will say, all this spreadsheet thing kind of, for a lot of people, is a blur. The point is, the cycles equals doubling your account value, and that will happen often because people are going into this system, and it will grow to who knows how many customers. Right now, there's like maybe 10,000 customers or less.
I haven't checked, but it was like 7,000 to 8,000 last I checked, but that was yesterday in the evening. So by now, I don't know what it is.
And the fact that the designer and the owner of this thing has done this before, and now it's the crypto version of it that he did back in 2005, which lasted 2 years. So he knows what he's doing, and it's...
So if this one goes 6 months, you have the shot at making a lot of money, because the way it's going to work is the first 24 hours is going to be the fastest cycling, because that's when everybody's onboarding.
I also, I hear that, and I don't believe it. So all I want to think of in terms of next week, it may cycle several times instead of it being like, this amazing thing on day one. I just want to caution everyone, like, you could lose all your money in this. Let's make that clear.
Yeah, you can always lose anything like these things. You can always lose your money.
But we don't think that's going to happen based on the structure and the history of this, of the owner of this, and the design of it. And we've looked at it carefully enough to determine that it's a good bet. But the beautiful thing is,
for $100 in a few cycles, within 6 cycles, you could be pulling out over $3,000 per cycle.
And then we're going to do a video specifically about the strategy of pulling money out, because people get stuck in this thing. I'll just keep recycling until I have like a fortune.
No,
you don't want to have that approach. You want to have it as, I'll pull money out as it goes at a certain level, but you want to multiply.
I did that, and I lost a ton of money because I never got it out, because I let it sit there and grow. And if you leave it in there and you just let it sit there and grow, and you don't pull your profits out over time, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah,
it's just not worth it. So pull money out as you go.
It's just digits on a screen, when it's this huge number.
Yeah.
So it's highly recommended that you follow a strategy. And we're gonna show that.
Yeah, but I mean, the first thing is you get your seed money out, and you get your little bit of profit out.
That's the principle. Get your seed money out.
So if you put in $100, you get $200 out. You've now got your seed out. You've doubled your money, so you can't possibly lose at that point. And the rest of it we'll explain later. But get in, use the affiliate link, sign up. Get your position.
Get in the Telegram chat.
And then we'll get you in the Telegram chat by following the link underneath there. You can get all your answers, in there from all the other brains that are in there asking questions. But scan through the list and make sure that you can find the question that you have and get it already answered.
Think of this as a little part-time job you're going to have, where every day you got to do a little maintenance on it. Very little maintenance.
Show them a little bit of what. And when you do sign up, there's 2 videos. In your once you sign up, there's 2 little videos in there that you can do. One's a welcome video, it explains the program, explains how it works, and then there's also a video in there that explains the compensation plan. It's very convoluted. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's not very good at explaining it. We'll do another video where we'll explain it a little bit better.
Here's a couple of videos in your account, and that's how you're going to get initial information. And then you're also going to get a lot of information from the Telegram chat.
Yeah, that's the real place.
That's where people will fine-tune the strategy also and talk about all the things.
Okay, but show them like the ads that are going to be on there. Now, here's the other benefit. If you have a business, this is advertising. You can place little ads in there that come with this whole package, so that you're getting some traffic maybe to your website or to your business, whatever.
It has utility for a small business that you have. Now we're going to put our YouTube channel as a link in there.
Yeah, and I'm going to put my private business in there. Now, it's a worldwide audience, and it won't apply to 99% of them out there. But if I get one or two clients out of it because they happen to be in the Los Angeles area, hey, that's a benefit.
By the way,
take the one or two.
That's what makes this way better than so many other kind of platforms and companies that do this sort of a money game type of thing. It has utility.
Yep.
You advertise and you get business.
People see the advertisements, and that's it. You have to click on an advertisement. You have to watch the advertisement for 15 whole seconds, and then you go and do another one. You have to do 4 of those a day. 2 banner ads and 2 other kinds of ads, like I don't know what they're called.
And there's text ads and 2 banner ads. It doesn't take any time at all.
It's 2 minutes.
It's logging in and clicking on some stuff, and then once a week.
Logging in 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Right, and you have all that preset in your smartphone. Some people will do it on the computer, but I'm going to just do it right here on the phone. And so you don't miss a day. If you miss a day, you might lose your ranking, and that is kind of a pretty important thing for the cycle to finish faster.
And you want to be where you are. Once you're there, you don't want to go lower. You want to stay higher. So you got to go in there and you got to do these tasks every single day.
One thing that we talked about a little bit, wait for the flood of others going into this thing. Other marketplaces like in the Asian countries, this is tailor-made for that.
Tailor-made for the Asian.
We're getting in before the whole horde of people coming in. Is this something that we feel comfortable that eventually maybe it collapses and some people don't make their money out? That is true.
There's always that.
That's always the case with these things. So if you have any kind of guilt about profiting and other people don't profit,
not for you.
Then that's the arena we play in with this. And I understand people being objecting to that. I do. But if you want to make money, you do this. How about that?
Yeah, and you can make significant money. And it's only the people at the very, 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 very end, if this thing goes away, who will lose money.
We don't know that. It could be a high percentage of people that kind of like towards the end. It could be, 30-40% people that put their money in.
Honestly, the last one went 2 years. Maybe somebody who got in the week before it collapsed.
I don't know.
And it didn't really collapse.
It's all math. It's all math. How much money is in the system versus what pays out.
In one round, you can get your money back out. So if you're a real nervous type, the first round your money doubles. Take your $100 out.
It's going to be very exciting.
Or $10
this coming week. It's going to be exciting because we don't know what's going to happen. But based on the math and statistics of how these things mushroom and grow, next week's going to be amazing. And maybe there's a pause after a few weeks of growth, and then suddenly it gets to penetrates a different marketplace, and then it grows, it doubles again in terms of people.
Yeah, and I want to clarify something. It didn't. When it did it the first time, it went 2 years. It didn't collapse. The banking system that they were using closed down, so there was no other way for it to work.
Since we don't have auditors to know exactly what happened, and the excuses
that's what we've heard.
For excuses that happen in this arena, there's always some technical glitch, and the tall tale signs of a company declining are all those kind of excuses. So we don't know what really happened. No. But 2 years is a really impressive run for something like this.
It is.
It made a lot of millionaires back then. This is going to make a lot of millionaires also. Not everyone's going to make money in this. Be clear about that, because they're not positioned well, they get lazy, they don't maintain. So the cycles happen because you're doing the daily tasks. It happens sooner when you're doing the daily tasks.
And if you don't do the tasks, you lose your positioning, and now it's going to take you longer, and you're not going to make as much money. So, the key thing here is get in early, do the tasks. It doesn't matter if you put in $10 or $1,000. If you're a nervous person, that first round where it cycles, it doubles, take your seed money out if you're concerned, if you're nervous.
And also, just remember, this is a high-risk proposition.
Always.
And if this is not your cup of tea and you're afraid to lose money, don't do it.
Plain and simple, don't do it.
We're not trying to convince anyone. We're not selling this thing. We're actually.
But look, don't spend money, don't invest money you can't afford to lose. But I'll tell you, you can get in for as little as $10 and actually walk away with some decent money. I think everybody, I mean, don't go to Starbucks today. Put that money in this.
I think we made our point on that. It's just that we wish you the best. Check it out. Get signed up to be positioned, and we will talk to you very soon.
Have a great day.
The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not investment or financial advice. You should independently verify and confirm all such information. The passive income industry is risky, and you should only invest the amount of money you can afford to lose.